Okay, that should. There you go. Facebook is sending the data. Facebook is sending the data. Okay, so we're streaming on YouTube. We're streaming on your page.
You are?
Yes.
All right, let's see where we are on my page. And there we are. All right. Nice. This is good. Okay, let me get on YouTube. Over here, it doesn't really matter. Yeah, 7 o'clock. I'm going to do some of this. Let's see. Now, this. All right. Upload. I want to see something. Music. Aha. It is actually
What?
gonna work. Oh, oh, geez.
What'd you do?
I kind of made a little mistake here, but I can do this.
Oh, Chris, what are you doing?
No, nothing bad. Nothing bad. Come on now.
All right, I believe you.
You're with me. You're always with me. I'm with you. I just want to see how this is going to work. Let's see. Oh, yeah. It's good stuff, but I'm not gonna go too far into it. Let's see if it works. If I can get this up here and in. I'm gonna try one time.
There are 6 people watching, so hey, everybody.
Hi, everybody.
Whoever you are, we are just getting ready.
All right, getting ready as we always are. Let's see. I don't know how this is gonna fly. Hi, Christine.
Hi, Chris.
Upload and play your music to the stream. Okay. This is what I wanted to do this afternoon, but that's okay. It's all good.
It's all good.
Music. That's no good. I'm gonna give it a quick shot. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. You know.
What are you trying to do?
There's a certain song I wanted to put on here, but let me see if I do it this way. If I do this, let's see if I do it this way. All right, and upload. Well, I'm gonna have to play around with this a little bit. You know, I'm probably boring people right now. So, how was your week, girlfriend? You're busy, huh?
I guess. I mean, I guess I kind of had a busy. I don't know. I've been with Mike. I mean, nothing too much has been going on. We've been doing our podcast, and I've been looking at stuff with this podcast, and I don't know. I don't know that I did anything else really. I think you've been busier than I have.
Yeah, this is a busy week, but that's okay. That's good stuff. Let's see if we got anybody. We got people on the Facebook. Let's see.
I did post, and I told people if they want to chat, they need to come here. So hopefully we're going to start getting more people to come here so they can chat with us on the show versus you having to look at Facebook.
Right. That would be good.
So you guys that are watching, you can chat. There's a chat room. You can say hello. You can talk to us. We will see what you're saying, and we can put it up on the screen, and we can talk to you. We can answer your questions. I realize we started it, so, so now would be a great time to ask anything we're talking about. Look at Chris. He's playing with his music.
I'm working it. Not quite there yet.
Makes you so happy.
Okay. Can you talk over this?
Yeah.
Okay.
Ask the people out there if they can hear us okay.
The people are out there. Can you hear us? What do you think?
Can you hear okay over the music, or is the music just...
Can you hear? If you're out there, can you hear us over the music? Can you hear Christine? Okay. I'm guilty. You talk. Yeah, baby. All right. Dawn Marie's on. All right, so I think it's gonna be all right.
Apparently, we have a bunch of shy people tonight.
What's
Either that or they just have us on in the background and they're not here yet.
Well, I got to tell you, it is sub-zero weather out here.
Yeah.
And, everybody's probably hibernating. Or they don't like us
it says
anymore.
we have 12 people. We have 12 people watching, but I'm just saying nobody's talking. So everybody is either, I don't know. They just.
Did you get the text I sent you?
Yes.
I just have to make mentions,
I won't panic. I won't panic. I'll clue Mike in so he doesn't.
Right.
I'll get a text. What the heck?
Yeah. There's a lot of. Anyway, I'm not getting comments. Dawn, I don't know. Dawn, if you're saying, where are you commenting? Are you commenting on Facebook? Are you commenting on?
Okay, so there's nobody commenting on YouTube. If anybody is commenting on YouTube, we're not seeing it.
Right. You got to get on YouTube and comment from there. So I don't see a comment.
See, I just commented.
Finally got my camera right, and
I swear, my camera keeps getting like crazy bright.
Hello, on YouTube it can be clear. All right, good. You can be heard clearly over the music. That's great. Great news. Let's.
Come on. Now I'm yellow.
Huh?
My light is.
Nah, it's good. It's good. Nah, that's good. They're both. That's good right there. That's good. Nice. Nice.
It'll change. It'll change. It changes by itself. It gets really bright. I can't put sunglasses on.
I don't know why I'm coughing all of a sudden.
Oh, Mike says he can hear us. Good.
Good. So I'm going to turn that off for now. Let's see.
Can it go down just a little bit?
Probably.
Just like a little. On my end, it's a little loud. I feel like I have to talk loud.
I can do that. But then for the introduction, I'll turn it up a little bit just so you can hear it.
Yeah.
Like for the introduction, when we go live, thank you, Dawn. Thank you. Thank you.
Donna doesn't like the music.
I got this brand new shirt on. I got from a good friend, and it's very nice. It's got a beautiful pattern in it, and got a pattern here, and I love it. I just wore it for the first time tonight, so thank you.
Did you see what Donna said?
What's that?
Did you see what Donna said? She says, change the music. Don't like the song.
Wow, that's too bad.
We have to play music that is not copywritten.
No, that's not true. We can fix that, but
apparently you can only play 10 seconds or 30 seconds of music.
Yeah, no, I got this. We're gonna fix that. Don't worry.
Right, because they will mute our whole video if you mess it up, buddy.
Yeah.
I appreciate the way you work it. No diggity whatsoever.
You said that?
Mike.
Oh. Hey, Donna Tish. Donna Tish, I got a different song up for you now, okay? No diggity. Just Chris doing Chris thing. My new shirt.
Yep.
My coffee. I got my pickling pin on.
Still got the pin.
And my beach Buddha bourbon
I got
brew.
nothing. I got nothing.
Yo, you got something.
I got my dragon. You won't believe what I'm doing next.
I don't want to know.
You'll love it. Right, Mike?
Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Yeah, I don't know, Dawn. I don't know where you're messaging us from, but I see it on the text. I don't see it on the other thing. If you go to YouTube, you can text. If you go to Facebook, you can do whatever. But I don't know.
Where is she talking to you at?
Right now, she sent a messenger text, but I can't see anything on the Facebook that you made a comment, but I don't see anything on the YouTube comment. So, people, go to YouTube. All right. Let's see.
Hey, Chris.
Yes.
So smile at the camera so we can do a
Yes.
a screenshot.
Do a screenshot. What?
So we can do a screenshot because it's so difficult to get a screenshot off of our live videos. So if you stare at the camera right now and you smile, and I do at the same time, we can actually use the picture as it is. And you got to hold it for like at least 10 seconds so it's easy to screenshot it.
All right, let me get to the music and turn this down a little bit. Boy,
Mike, I am so used to Mike's camera now. This one is just, it doesn't have me straight.
Well, that's why I use the camera I use. All right, so let me give my traditional.
I don't know what I do.
I always do this.
Is that what you want to do, Chris?
That's what I want to do.
I just smile. I'm just me.
That's me. That's always every picture I take. It's but you're next to me. I go, just the way it is. Or I could just sit like. I like that.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Pointing back. Oh my goodness.
Did you take it?
Yeah, I'll get it in post edit.
Let's do another one.
What do you want to do on this one, Chris? You want to make a face? Oh my goodness. I will get them in post edit. I will get some screenshots.
Are you taking these?
No, I'm going to get them in post when I edit it. Christine is definitely broadening her horizons, including some new tattoos. It's thrilling to be along for the ride. I am. I got my dragons. See my dragon? I'm not really supposed to show it yet, but see my dragon.
Oh boy. All right.
That's my girl. That's my girl flying through the night
Are
sky.
you gonna start watching Game of Thrones now or what?
I watch Game of Thrones. I'm the mother of dragons. Don't you see? There it is.
Can you please tell Dawn how to get to YouTube?
Go to youtube.com and then search Unfiltered Real Talk with Christine and Chris Anthony. It'll come up. And then when you get to the page, subscribe, and then hit live. You'll see little menus, little clickable boxes at the top of the page, right by the videos. Just click live.
So if I go on live right now.
Thank you, Mike.
How come I don't see us?
I don't know, but everybody's here, so there's
it's that time, right? All right,
there's
hold
13.
on.
Yes, it is that time.
Hold that second. Hold that thought for a second, all right? Just hang on, everybody. All right. 3, 2, and hold on.
Just tell me when.
When?
Hello and welcome back to Unfiltered Real Talk with Christine and Chris Anthony. Hi, welcome back. Welcome back, Chris. Chris is here 2 weeks in a row.
How you doing?
How are you doing? I'm doing good.
Oh, I'm doing great.
I'm doing great too.
I'm doing great. I feel great. I am happy. I am happy to be here. I'm just good.
Good. Hey,
It's
yay,
good.
Dawn made it. She found it.
Dawn, very nice. Congratulations. Welcome to the big show, Dawn. This is the real show you're on. Live.
This is it, guys. Okay, so Chris,
Yes.
I'm gonna jump right in because we got like two things we want to talk about, and we might as well just get right to it. At the end of the show, we'll give you contact information, guys. And if you want contact information before we're ready to give it to you, it is in the descriptions of the podcast. So just take a look. You'll get our emails if you're interested. But Chris has been gone for a couple of weeks. He was back last week, and he caught up on the show we did. Oh, I guess it's 4 weeks ago now. I don't know. But he didn't comment on the second one I did while he was gone, which was the dead bedroom.
I will today. And
he wants to have a few moments to talk about it. So Chris, take it away. Dead bedroom. We talked about this 2 shows ago.
All right. Well, first off, hey everybody, how you doing? Did I just stutter?
I don't know what you did.
I just kind of was like, hey everybody.
Whatever that is.
Maybe it was that Beach Buddha Coffee Espresso I had, that Rising Tides Espresso. So before I begin, I was going to tell you our 2 sponsors in the house this evening are Beach Buddha Coffee, beachbuddhacoffee.com, and the one and only Piccolini Pins. This bracelet right here with this little pin on it, Piccolini Pins. You can get them at piccolinipins.com. And talk to Angela. They're fantastic. They support us. They put food on our table. So please keep supporting them. So last week you were talking about dead bedroom syndrome.
Week before. Yes.
Week before. That's right. The week before.
Yeah.
I have no concept of time anymore.
That's okay.
So I think we ought to get ourselves some stylists and some wardrobe people too.
I agree.
What do you think?
I agree. I'm suffering today.
I'm ready to just have somebody do my hair and powder my pup before it is.
Yeah, anyway. I'm totally suffering today, big time.
Notice how I just deviated while I got my thoughts together.
I agree. We'll find it in the budget.
All right. So dead bedroom syndrome 2 weeks ago. I'm just going to touch on that for a minute or 3 because it's going to lead us into today's topic. Okay. Which Christine will tell you the name of the topic after I tell you about the dead bedroom syndrome, or my thoughts on it. Christine told you dead bedroom syndrome is basically, is your marriage sexless? Is your relationship sexless? Is your fling sexless? Why? What's going on with that? Sex is natural. Sex is fun. Sex is best when it's one-on-one. You've got to be having sex, people. You've got to be loving it up. If you can't love it up, then you're doing something wrong. I don't know what creates a sexless bedroom, a dead bedroom, whatever, but there's a lot of factors. I guess we've all been there at one time or another. We've all been in that situation. Maybe not Christine. She's got a libido the size of Texas. So, but I didn't say that, did I? I mean, I don't know for sure, but.
Yeah. How would you know, Chris?
I don't. But I just assume based on our conversations.
Yeah.
So anyway, with all that being said, it's a very serious topic because for me especially, I mean, affection, romance, intimacy is so important to bring a relationship together. There's never a guarantee how long a relationship's going to last. Some last a day, a minute, a month, a week, a year, 10 years, a lifetime. You always got to have that intimacy. What you're comfortable with, as Christine would say, some people are comfortable with, just laying in bed together and no sex over time and just cuddling or being together and sex life is over. Some people are okay with that. I wouldn't be okay with that.
But that's a dead bedroom. So
it is a dead bedroom, but some people are okay with that bedroom being dead.
Right.
For the most part, most people don't want a dead bedroom dead bedroom syndrome.
Right.
Does that mean your relationship is over? Does that mean you are growing apart from your partner? Does that mean you're not turned on by your partner? Does that mean there's something personal going on inside of you or your partner that's not allowing you to be intimate? You got to get to the bottom of it. And if it's happening, you need to talk about it. Even if the truth hurts, excuse me, even if the truth leads to, a possible separation or a possible determination that you're no longer compatible.
Right.
You have to have the conversation. If it's not getting on in the bedroom, getting all in the conversation to figure out why. It's got to be.
I mean, unless, as you said, unless it's a place you guys have gotten to mutually, and that's where you both want to be.
Right. Absolutely. You hooked up with this person for a reason. There was some attraction somewhere along the line. What went wrong? What went down in P-Town that brought you apart? Okay.
Right.
Which leads me to what Christina lead us into, a dead bedroom, a sexless marriage or relationship or lack of intimacy, physical touch and contact can lead to bad things. If you're not getting it at home, where are you getting it? What are you going to do?
Which we all know how I feel about that. I don't agree. I mean, I agree with the theory that if you're not getting it at home, you're going to get it somewhere. I agree in theory that people think that way, but I do not agree that is the solution. That is never the solution. The solution is what you said before, which is to talk about it. It might be uncomfortable, but you need to talk about it. And you may come to a mutual decision that you're both going to have an open marriage. You may decide, hey, we just don't want each other anymore. But I still want to be sexually active. I just don't want to be active with you.
Something happened, Christine.
And,
you went,
and we don't want to get a divorce. We don't being.
What's happening here? Where you go?
Am I back?
You there? Are you with us? Hi, Christine.
I'm here, but
you're breaking up for some reason. I don't know why. All right. So I only heard a few portions of what you said.
I saw it
because you were going in and out. Now, it might just be on my end. Half of it's good, half of it's not so good. But recap what you just said about the dead bedroom. I see you fine. Your audio is breaking up.
Maybe I should go in. I don't know. Can I do that?
I don't know. You can. You can, yeah. And I can talk to everybody while you're away for a moment.
All right, I'll be right back.
That's dangerous.
Are you sure?
Stay tuned. When we get back from our commercial break, Christine will be live.
Hey, are you sure I can, though, without disconnecting you? Because I'm the one.
I've done it before. Yeah, I've done it.
When you started the live?
This crap. Yeah. Well, now you're.
All right, guys.
Are you back?
Huh?
She's leaving us. She's leaving us. She'll be back.
Okay, obviously I gotta go.
She's okay now. I think you're okay. Oh, she's gone. Well, everybody, you're still listening. I'm still here. How are you? Nice to see you. Welcome to Unfiltered Real Talk with Christine and Chris Anthony. We're having apparently a technical difficulty. I don't know why. Dawn, welcome to the show. 0104. I don't know what that meant. You said you don't like it. Savannah, I think that it is. 0104 Savannah. You don't like something. I don't know what you don't like. So whatever it is, tell me. Mike, Shitless Podcast over there. Yes, the music is a nice addition. There's a lot more ways they're going to adjust this. I told you, little by little by little, we're going to be going, beefing up the production. So we are talking about the dead bedroom syndrome, which was 2 weeks ago, which basically is a sexless marriage or relationship. We're not going to talk about that. We are only going to touch on it because it's going to lead us into our new situation today, And our new topic. I have to let Christine back in. Oh, I hold the power, huh? I don't know how to do that. Christine, I have to let you back in? How so? I don't know. I have to let Christine back in. How is that even possible? Uh, all right, Christine. You've joined the stream. There's two of us on. Oh boy, we're really making a mockery of this today. Wait. You show up as Chris Anthony, but that's okay.
I'll fix that.
We can fix that. We can fix that right now. I can fix that. So I just told everybody about that we're not touching base on the whole deadless bedroom sexless thing. You know. But
that we're not.
All right, I got you in there. I got your name in there. All right, here you are. All right, so
you asshole. You're so funny.
Hey, looks aren't everything. Come on. Oh, all right. So anyway, listen. Let's go back and get serious now. All right. Recap what I said before, because now our screens are switched. Everything's all over the place.
I know. I don't like being on this side.
I think we can switch that, but let's not. Say we did.
Okay, so we were talking about dead bedroom, and what I said was we all know how I feel about the whole theory, being able, and I'm just going to let you know, I keep losing my Wi-Fi, and that's what's happening. So if I go out again, I'll just keep trying. You'll just have to carry on, Chris.
Carry on.
But yeah, in theory, I understand if you're not getting it at home, get it somewhere else. But no, that's never acceptable. And it's never the answer. The answer is that you talk together, whether it's uncomfortable or not, it doesn't matter. You may decide that you want to have an open marriage. You may decide that you do need to get a divorce. You may decide to work on the problem, but it needs to be discussed and there needs to be a solution. And the solution may be that you're going to have affairs. But see, if that is the solution, that is a mutually agreed upon solution. They're both aware of it, or they're not, but a solution needs to be had.
Most people don't talk about it.
I know.
Dead bedroom syndromes lead to cheating, infidelity, et cetera, as well as in relationships, not just marriages. Okay.
Correct. So, which is how we lead to tonight's topic, which is broken trust. Trust and how you get it back, or can you? Is it irreparable?
The key factor is there. Can you?
Can you?
You get into a relationship with somebody. You know, it's no different than how am I going to put this? It's when you lose a momentum on something. Okay, you're moving and grooving and everything's fine and relationship is fine. Then all of a sudden, bam! There's this big wrench. You know, somebody cheats. Somebody breaks the whole continuity of what was happening. How do you bring that? You know, this mug, if it breaks, okay, I could maybe glue it back, okay, but I'm always going to feel there's that crack, and that crack is vulnerable. At any given time, that glue can give way. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Same thing with a marriage. You've pulled away the glue. You know, in a marriage, in a relationship, you cheat. Your infidelity, you flirt, you go on and look for your needs somewhere else, come to the realization that it's over. I personally don't think it can be fixed. I'm not saying it hasn't been fixed. Your love has got to be so strong and your communication bond has got to be so tight that you can come together and figure out why this happened. And if you can do that, and I know people who have, my hat's off to them. Cheers. God bless you. You've worked it out. But most people can't.
Right.
What do you think?
No, I agree that is true. And of course, what's at the the root of everything is communication, which is why we say before you get into a relationship, oh, what just happened? Make sure that you have that type of a relationship together so that you can communicate about anything. And sometimes it's not easy. Even when you have a great communication bond between you, that doesn't mean it's going to be easy. It just means that you've got the wherewithal and the compatibility to do the hard work, that you don't mind, that you're good at it together. And so you gotta do it. But having said that, unfortunately, most people don't go into relationships thinking that communication, they just don't take things seriously. Oh yeah, we communicate great, but do you? No. What you find out is no, you had sex together great. That's what you had. You had lust together great. You had infatuation together great. And now that the shit's hit the fan and there's some issues, you find out you never had communication great, and you're not talking. So yeah, if you don't have communication, you've got nothing. And the only thing that's going to get you out of this mess, hopefully to a place of being able to survive it, is communication. If you don't have that, you're not going to be able to do it. And some people do have it, and some people can overcome. They have to be emotionally mature, and they have to know how to communicate together.
I agree.
And it can be done, but that is a hard thing to do if you don't have those things.
I agree 100%. When you're young and you're in relationships and you're, sowing your oats, you got your first girlfriend, your second girlfriend, whatever, your first love, and you're out. All of a sudden you're, in your 20s, 21, 18, 17, whatever. You're out with the boys, you're out drinking, you're out this, you're out that, you're out with the girls, whatever. Someone catches your fancy, you cheat, you sow your oats, you kiss, you're interested, your emotions, your hormones are going. I accept that up until a certain point. Okay? Kids, 17, 18, 19, 20, maybe 21, maybe early 20s.
I accept that it happens quite frequently because you're kids. I don't think anybody should put up with it. I don't think anybody should stay with someone because they're doing it. I think it's a great time in life to say adios,
Right,
bye-bye.
But the thing is, when you're a kid, okay, of that age, you're sowing your oats. So,
That's
you may
what I'm
not
saying.
want to cheat. You may not want to cheat, but someone comes along and tickles your fancy. You have a weak moment.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. I get it. Kids do that. That's why kids shouldn't have relationships.
Right.
I mean,
I agree.
Go feed, do your wild oats, whatever.
Once you get into your real age of reason, okay.
After 25.
Well, I would say after, I was going to go a little younger than that, but okay, after 25.
Usually it's 25.
It's got to stop. You've got to. Then you draw the line to, am I just out there to hook up, or do I really want true love or whatever?
Right. Are you a scoundrel, or are you someone who's trustworthy? Who are you?
Right.
Now, and it'd be nice if you were honest with yourself so that you don't hurt other people.
Now, relationships go bad. Things go wrong in relationships.
Sure.
You take a break. You may hook up with somebody. You may meet somebody, and that person is a temporary deviation, okay, while you're on a break, okay?
Okay, Ross.
Yeah, exactly. All right.
A break. Fuck your break.
Yes. But while you're on a break, is that admissible?
No.
But you're on a break.
No, bullshit. Unless you say to me, I want to take a break, and that means we both can each do whatever the hell we want, and maybe we'll come back together again, after we're done with our break. And in that case, sure,
you broke up.
Go for it. Breaking up is different than we're on a break. We're on a break. If you break up, everybody knows.
A break.
Okay, yeah, but you don't call it we're on a break.
Listen,
on a break. No, on a
Listen,
break
listen,
insinuates.
no.
On a break insinuates you're coming back. A breakup is
And a
a breakup.
listen, the word is break.
No,
Break.
no,
Love.
no,
Break.
no,
Break.
no, no,
Yes.
no,
Okay. I'm on a
no.
break. So what does that mean? I don't want to be with
On
you
a
right
break.
now.
Okay,
I
Chris,
want to do
Chris,
what?
Chris,
What does
Chris,
that
Chris,
mean?
Chris, shut up. Chris,
No.
listen to me. Yes, shut up. Listen, I'm on a break. I work in a shop and I put a sign up that says I'm on a break or I quit.
A food break is is a little different than a sex break.
Oh my God!
I'm going to get an
sex
empanada.
break?
It's a little different than I'm going to get a new tatata.
Oh my God! Did you guys hear him? Did you all hear him? It's a sex break.
No,
He didn't break up. He
I'm
just
saying
said, "I want to go f somebody else." Okay. I want to go screw someone else. Let's take a break. There is a difference between, come on, people, back me up. There is a difference between let's take a break and we're breaking up. Come on, somebody weigh in.
No, I am not, Abby. I have to, part of my role here is the fun. Yes. I make fun. I laugh. I pull out crazy things about all this stuff, but there's a lot of seriousness behind it. No, I'm not justifying the behavior. So I resemble that remark. No, for real. Absolutely not. We've all been in relationships where you go on a break.
No, I never have.
Okay.
No.
Okay, fine. Then that conversation needs to be had. And I don't think
Hey, Mike, I'm going to take a break.
Forget Mike for a minute.
I'm going to take a break. I want a break. What the fuck does that mean? I'm coming back in a week after I sleep with a few people?
That's my point. I need a break. A break is I am breaking away from you.
What are you saying? You just want to go have sex or you want to break up? Come on, Chris. I need clarification.
I don't know because I'm usually the one that's heard that. Oh, I'm not saying I've never done it, but I don't go on a break. I just break up.
Yes, listen, you break up. You don't go on a break. I am not on a fucking break. What does it
mean when a girl says, I want a break?
I have no idea. I've never said it. I don't know. If I was to say I want a break, that would mean, hey, I want a break from you. I'm going to go away for a week and I'll be back. That does not mean I'm going to sleep with anybody.
When you go away for a week on your break, I'm going to do whatever I want to do on my break.
Okay,
unless I'm not saying I'm going to do things, but what I'm saying, I'm using me in first person as in whoever we're talking about, okay? Unless you care enough about this person to let them have their break, okay? And you
don't even know what you're talking about. You're speaking a different language to me.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are. I do not know what you're saying. If I tell you I want to have a break, there's going to be a conversation that follows something like, I'm not breaking up with you. I need some time alone. This is not us breaking up. Because I'll be damned if you're going to go fucking around just because you say, woo, she's on a break. No, I did not break up with you. Now, if you want to break up with me, let's talk about it. Let's break up.
Fine, break. You're dating me. You tell me I need a break.
I just did.
Break.
Okay, number one, I have never, exactly, Mike, exactly what it is. I have never done it myself, but if I was with somebody and we've been together for however long and I just needed some space to breathe, I would say, I need a break. I got to get out of here. I got to get some space. I got to breathe. That in no way is saying, well, the cat's away, the mouse is away. Well, no, that is what that is. If you go and you screw around, you are not broken up. Nobody said you're broken up. They said, I need a break. I need some space. Okay. You could do the same thing. If you needed a break from your woman because, I don't know, something, maybe you just had some emotional crap happening and you needed some space, you would say, I need a break. I'll be back. And
I'm going to say this.
But I'll be damned, that doesn't mean you go sleep with somebody else.
I'm going to say this, okay? Then that conversation needs to be clearly defined. And Abby,
I think it's sad. I think it's sad that you think saying I need a break. If she says that to you or you say that to her, that means you're broken up, because those are two different things.
Well, I was about to explain myself, but you just
Okay, go
cut
ahead.
me off.
Okay, go ahead.
I mean, I do it to you, so. So Abby, I agree
Yes,
with
I
you. Now,
agree,
Abby,
Abby.
I feel like I know you, but I don't know. So if you know my number or text me on Facebook or something, so I know who you are, so I can. Anyway, but you know what? A break means emotional break to think, not an excuse to cheat. Okay. So then that conversation needs to be had.
And she's right. That's a breakup. A breakup is, I want to be with other people. I'm a free agent. I'm leaving. That's a breakup. I need a break is, I need space to think. It's an emotional thing. I'm overwhelmed. Give me some space.
But then where does that leave the other person, you know, in the dark?
Yeah,
Now,
you know what? You're right. It's not a fun place to be when you're the person that's being left.
so now if my person that I'm with now, and I'm looking at this from men and women. Okay, we've all been there. My person says, I need a break. I don't know how long that break is. Is that break a minute, a day, a week, a
Well,
month?
you would ask your person to clarify that. I would hope.
Maybe they won't. I need a break. I need a break.
I would hope
Usually, what I've heard, I need a break. That was the easiest, politest way for them to skedaddle.
That's different. If they were using it as a launching pad to actually get away from you, and then a couple days later give you the call to say when they're coming back, but what they say instead is, I've decided with my space that I've had that I don't want to be together anymore. Okay, that could happen.
So now, let's say it's a girl doing it to me, the guy.
Yeah.
So I just got to hang out. I invested all my time in you. You need a break.
Okay, like I said, it is not a fun place to be, being on the receiving end of I need space.
You're better off breaking up.
If you think so, then go ahead. When they tell you, when your girl tells you, I need some space, if that's something you don't like, have a conversation with her. If she doesn't want to give you answers, break up with her. Tell her, walk out the door. We're broken up. You're not on a break. I don't like that. I don't want it. We're broken up. That's a thing. Do it. You take care of yourself. Be emotionally mature and look at her and say, that's not how I do this. That's not how I do relationships.
Now, I got a comment here on the text, okay? And it says, and it's spot on. That's why, and we've all been there, that's why people think lust is love. They don't even, and they don't even know the difference. The two worlds, there are no breaks, okay? And this is what this person is saying to me, all right? Now this is true. You're either in or you're out. People need the balls to say what they mean and mean what they say.
That's what I just said.
Then they went on to say is, if someone said to me, that would be the last statement they made.
That's what I just said. If somebody says that to you and you don't like it, you tell them, nope, that's not how we do this.
I'm going to give kudos because she doesn't know how to use YouTube. That was my mother.
She's right.
Okay.
Your mom is dead spot on right. And that's what I just got done saying to you, Chris. If you don't like it, some people are okay with breaks. They may want to clarify, hey, does this mean that we're going to be able to see other people while we're on this break or whatever? But if you don't like that break, if you don't like that terminology and that woman is walking out that door with a bag, you say to her, that is not happening. That is not how we have this relationship. If you leave, we're done.
Now, we've got to reel this into what we're talking about. Reel it in.
Yeah.
All right. Now, the reason I brought this up, okay, and I like when my mother makes comments like that because it's true. I mean, listen. Yeah. Forget about I'm your son. Forget about the podcast. Keep it real. This is real talk, real unfiltered talk, real talk.
She's spot on. She's right.
Don't worry about me, what I've done. You just keep it real. You can say anything against or for me. Now, bottom line is this, okay? The break. I need a break.
You know how we got on this topic, Chris? Do you remember how we got on this topic?
You're going to tell me.
You don't remember? So we were talking about when it's okay to cheat or whatever, and you said, so what if we're on a break and we just do something?
Right, that's my point. Right,
that's what started the whole thing.
So I'm real back in. So what if we're on a break? if you're telling me we're on a break, excuse me. As far as I'm concerned, it's a break up. Unless
Didn't I just say that?
Yes,
I just said that. You tell her that though. When she walks out the door, you tell her. You clarify to her. Don't you?
Honey,
don't you play
you
games?
walk out that door. Don't let it itch in the ass.
That's right. You tell her, she gets her butt back in that house, and you guys talk about your issues, and then you decide if you want a little space or whatever. You mutually agree upon it, or it's over. It's
so,
over.
Abby, I see you had issues with this, so it hits home, and I totally get it, Abby. And so have I. So has everybody. I'm sure we all. I need a break, or break up. And you break up. Okay, you break up, and I need a break. To me, and I'm gonna parlay this into what I was saying. Usually, there's somebody else in the mix. I need a break so I can emotionally get my health together. See if I really like this other person. See if I want to sleep with them or sleep with them more, or maybe they were cheating on you before the break, so you think the break is going to make it better.
And there we go. Trust issues. If you think that your partner is saying they need some space, and what they're really saying is they want to go screw somebody, or they have somebody they've got their eyes on, so they want to spend time with them to see if they like them better than you, man, get out of that relationship. There is no trust there. But if you're in a relationship and somebody just cheats, we're going to forget about, I want to move on from the whole breakup stuff. Okay, because that's a whole nother issue. That is a whole nother can of worms of total mistrust. And there's a lot of baggage in that terminology and that whole scenario. Abby and Chris, I get it. You've had some experience with this and there's baggage there, but that's not what we're talking about right now. We're talking about a clean, let's call it a cheat. Somebody cheats, or somebody spends your entire savings on gambling, something like that. They break your trust, right? In a major way. They mortgaged the house when you had no house payment. Anything like that. They have broken your trust. Okay. Most commonly, it is cheating.
Cheating is never acceptable under any circumstances. You cheat, your history.
Well, okay. That's not true for everybody. I understand that thought. And you know what? That's something that should be said when somebody starts dating another person. They should just tell them flat out, I don't know what tomorrow's going to bring for us. I don't know what I would feel like if I was with you for 10 years. But I'm just going to tell you, me sitting here as I am now with my history and my, and my wisdom, if you cheat, we're done. If I cheat, we're done. That is not something that is acceptable in a relationship.
If you got the need to cheat, there's no need to repeat.
I don't understand.
If you have to repeat what? Cheat, there's no need to repeat.
Repeat what?
The relationship. If you cheat, you're out.
Okay. Well, again, not everybody feels that way.
But here's the thing.
My ex-husband cheated on me, and I stayed with him for 9 more years.
Well, that was, listen.
It happens. It happens. We had very long talks about it.
I got to do something. But keep talking.
We had very long talks about it. I was not happy about it. If family was not involved, I would have made other choices. But it's the choice I made, and I made it very clear to him that it probably wasn't going to last very long, but I would do my best because it's what I wanted. I wanted, not him. I knew it's what he wanted, but I wasn't even considering him at that moment. It was me. And what I wanted to do is I wanted to try to figure out a way to continue life as it was and see if I could do it with the knowledge to him that it probably wouldn't work. I didn't know how long I could do it. I did it for 9 years. And then I couldn't do it anymore. And thank God I finally, said it's over.
And see, Abby and I are starting to come in together and draw it down. And, a breakup, it's not cheating. If you're with me and you say you need a break.
Of course a breakup's not cheating.
Yeah, but
a breakup is a breakup.
But then people you try to use it against you. Oh, you were blah, 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 blah. Well, you broke up with me.
It doesn't matter. If you break up, I don't give a damn. It might hurt your feelings if I fall into bed with somebody 10 minutes later, but too damn bad. You wanted me to fight for you? I get it. That stings. That hurts. But it's not wrong.
Let me ask you a question. Everyone should. Okay. And what did you get, Christine? Do you regret it now? I'm
That I
assuming
stayed for 9 years?
that you stayed for 9 years. I think that's what they're asking.
I don't know that I regret it. I think I regret staying so long. I do not regret trying to make it work.
Okay.
Because I feel better, when it ended for good, I felt completely justified.
So the question at hand at the moment is this. You're in a relationship. You're in a marriage. And a marriage, as far as I'm concerned, that's a big no-no. But either way it is. But you're in a serious relationship, you're in a marriage.
Yeah.
One partner cheats, is infidelity, whatever. Okay? Is it excusable? Is it forgivable? Can any counselor fix that? Can any whatever?
That's subjective.
You're always going to have, and I know people that have gotten through it. I know people that are, they sowed their oats, they broke up, and they realize that they really are good together, and everything stops. And they both went on and whatever. And I know people that have experienced that.
There's also people who, and there's also people who do it for a particular reason. They don't know what it is. They talk and they figure it out, and they find out what it is that caused it. They work on that. They fix it together. They feel better about it. They fall in love again, and they stay together. It happens, but does it happen typically? No.
So PC Seg says that if you need to break up instead of discussing things, then you need to move on.
I agree. And that's kind of what I was saying. That person, just be done with it. Just move on.
So it goes back to what we're saying. If you're in a relationship and you're in a dead bedroom, discuss it, work it out, fix it. If it can't be fixed, then mutually come to an agreement and now the end is near.
Yeah, and see, this takes emotional maturity, and that is one of the problems as well. People just don't have a lot of emotional maturity. They don't know how to sit down, look at each other across the table, and have a real conversation without getting butt hurt and calling names and acting like 12-year-olds and storming out or having tantrums. They just don't know how to have a emotionally mature
because people don't know how to handle their emotions. They don't know how to feel.
They're not emotionally mature.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Very, very much so. We've all experienced it. We've all done it. Listen, I've broken up with people, and thinking it's the right thing to do. And then you move on, whether it's for a minute, a day. You go on a date, you make out with somebody, and you're like, you know what, this doesn't feel right. You try to go back to the other person. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't.
And there's
it doesn't.
And there's nothing wrong with that, Chris. If you break up with somebody and you end up going out in the dating world and you're dating, and 2 or 3 months later, you're just like, I just miss them. Being out here dating other people makes me miss them even more. There is no shame in going.
Here's I'm going to put a whole different spin on this. All right. Do you miss the thought of and what you wanted?
There's no telling.
Do you miss the person?
Everybody's different.
No, it's not. You might be meeting all these people and dating and having a great time. And you're like, oh, because you feel whatever with that person. Okay. You had great sex, you had a relationship, or you had a lot of fun, certain things where you got to control to get over those things. Okay.
Yeah, but what I said about everybody is different. They are. Some people actually need that space of a breakup, be away to find out that they were in love. Now that boat may have sailed, and they may go back and say, damn, I truly messed up. I really am in love with you. I really, really want to work this out with you. And that other person may not be available anymore. And they've moved on. Too bad.
It's always going to be in the back of your mind, says PC Sega. Always in the back of your mind.
What? Oh, the cheating.
The cheating, whatever. It's always going to be here. And then all the behaviors that led up to the cheating are always going to be here. What?
Right. That's what I said. That's why I said.
Is it going to all of a sudden be that good? No.
But that's why I said you have to figure out what led to the cheating, what caused it, what was lacking in your relationship for the person that cheated, whether it was true or whether it was their own perceived whatever. You've got to figure it out. You have to address it. And when you're done addressing it, the person who was cheated on may say, yeah, no, this is insurmountable to me. This is impossible. I will never forget this. I will never get over this. And the things that you said were happening, and this is really something that happens a lot, the things that you said were happening that created a situation where you felt lacking, so you went out and cheated. I do not perceive it the same as you. I do not see it as that. I don't see those problems. So that means, therefore, in my mind, they never existed. You're making up excuses. You will do it again. It is just who you are.
If you're not getting something here, you're going to get it there. You're going to look somewhere.
Yes, but if you do the exercise, you figure out what caused it, and everybody is emotionally mature enough to look at the other person and say, okay, yep, that did happen. Yes, I was ignoring you, or whatever it is. And you see the path that led to the cheating. You know how you got there, how they got there.
Bring it up. Bring it up.
And you're willing to believe it. You believe it. You saw it. You know that's what happened. And you're willing.
You broke up a little bit. Yeah. Okay. So if you saw the path, you saw the signs, you did the cheating, one party did, both parties did. It's almost better if both parties did, but whatever. And you're strong enough and have feelings enough to bring it back together and want it that badly, great. God bless you. Kudos. Carry on your way. Good. God bless. But most people can't.
But it takes trust. It takes trust. That's the whole point. And that's what I was saying is if you can have an emotionally mature conversation, figure out why it happened, and you both believe this is why it happened, and you both agree that you're going to work on it and you're never going to let that happen again, and that it's worth saving, that's usually the only reason somebody works out. And that is because you're rebuilding the trust, because you were able to talk to them. One reason why my ex-husband never got back the trust with me, there's one reason that we didn't last. And that's because he would not talk to me about why it happened. He refused. To the day I walked out, he refused to talk about it.
Okay. Now that brings me to, we have two comments, one from Chrissy and one from PC Sega. All right. PC Sega says, some people think who the hell they are, all right, and are just going to cheat no matter what. They're self-absorbed cheaters. They don't care.
That's
they do
true.
It, they think it's okay. So
and that's what and living with them and talking to them and seeing what happens, you learn that is the kind of person they are, and that
brings them to borderline narcissistic, because they'll
exactly
come up with a way to figure out to make you think it's okay.
That's right.
You're bringing me to cheat. No, I don't want to cheat. You're bringing me to cheat. No,
but
you're bringing me to cheat.
Yeah, and I agree with all that. But what Chrissy says, do not agree with. I do not believe if a relationship is built on trust, then cheating ruins it forever, even if you recognize why it happens. I don't believe that's true. And those very few people that you know who have rebuilt and have successful relationships after cheating is proof that that is not a factual statement. You can't be absolute like that. You cannot absolutely say forever ruined. Forever is, you never say never. You can't say that. Some people overcome and actually do rebuild trust. It just happens. You might not be that person, and that's okay. But people do it.
Trust is a serious thing. Trust is, trust is definitely got to be built.
Yeah.
And
it's really hard when you have trust and you break it to rebuild it.
Right.
Because you're rebuilding it on a fracture. That's difficult. And it takes very strong, emotionally mature people to even venture that, to even think about it. Most people can't. Most people, like Chrissy says, most people just say, no, gone, cheated, I'm out. And that's very common. That's a very common reaction.
It is. I get it. But it also brings me to wonder, like, these people cheat, they do this, they do that. And then all of a sudden, uh, they have an epiphany. And, I need you, I love you. And then, so why'd you cheat?
A lot of people who cheat have that epiphany. Means nothing.
And I want to just go back for a minute. And I want to just completely change our subject to regroup for a second. I apologize because the first thing we should have done today is said hello and happy Veterans Day to every veteran out there.
That's
Thank
true.
them for their service. So I salute you.
Yes.
Thank you for all you do. You put your life on the line for us so that we can be having this podcast and talking about relationships. And, you guys and girls out there have the ultimate relationship with our country. You put yourself on the line, and you didn't cheat on the country. You put your life on the line for us.
Yeah, agree. Yeah.
So thank you for that.
Started with that.
I apologize. I didn't think of it immediately, and so let's see. PC Sega says might have rebuilt the relationship, but it's never the same. Usually, all the wrong reasons they stay together. That's true.
That is common.
And yeah. I'm gonna throw something back at you that you might say, you might have great sex in a relationship. You might have a nice connection. You might like to go out clubbing together. So yeah, we're gonna get back together, but that's always in the back of your mind. And then eventually those other things wear off. And when it really comes down to the true love and the true relationship, it's not gonna work.
Yeah, great sex and having fun together does not make a loving relationship. You're having fun with somebody, and that can be good. And if you've never really had that connection with anybody, you could think it's love, and you could think it's worth getting married. It's not. When the shit hits the fan, you're not going to recover.
People hook up. People get physical. A relationship maybe gets physical early on. We'll talk about that at a different time. When's the right time to have sex or not have sex? And all of a sudden, those emotions start to fly. Oh, I love you. I love you. I love you. And it's not really love. Love is when you can sustain situations together. You go through life together. You learn together. You grow and talk deeply together and know each other's deepest, darkest thoughts and emotions. And, that's what gains the feelings, not this sex shit. Okay. Sex and intimacy binds it all together. If you just have sex, you're going to be willing to cheat. If you have true love, true feelings, true bond, true connection, you may not be so quick to cheat.
Yeah. And again, that connection will include a really good, commitment to communication. You can't have a successful, growing, evolving relationship if you don't know how to communicate with each other.
Yeah, I agree. And it takes time, and people get hurt, and not only do they get hurt, people get messed up in the head. We've all been there. Messed up. You can't. I like to use the word compartmentalize your emotions and your feelings between sex, emotions, and screw you, you did me wrong.
Yeah.
And it takes time. You have to have things like PC Sega says, after a while, after 50 years, sex don't mean shit. All you have is what you've built and shared together. You're going to be able to sit at the dinner table and there's an old joke. This guy's sitting with his wife. She's 80 years old. He's 80 years old, and she looks at him and says, "Honey, do my breasts still look hot to you?" He says, "Yeah, they sure do, because they're sitting in your oatmeal."
And it's true. You have to have a great relationship. You have to have a relationship. Yeah, I do like that. You have to have in the beginning, and for a very, very long time while you have your youth, and that could be into your 50s, 60s, 70s, I don't know, you're going to have, if you have a good, healthy relationship, it's probably going to include sex unless it can't for some medical reason or something. But it's going to probably, and you're going to continue that until the day comes that you can't, and that day will come. And then hopefully, prayerfully, you will be at a point in life where you can sit together and still enjoy yourselves as much as you did when you went to bed together.
Wait a minute. Wait. I missed something here. Are you saying if you put the cheated relationship back together?
No, I'm just saying relationships in general. In general. And yes, it is very rare, but a relationship that had a breach in trust can sometimes even come back stronger. It happens. People, we're not all the same. And that is a very rare situation, but it happens. And I am not going to sit here and say it doesn't. And nobody out there should sit here and say it can. It's an impossibility. It's impossible for us. It's impossible for the majority of the people.
So here's a couple of factors. I love you. I want you. No, I want you.
I agree, Chrissy.
I love you. I'm in love with you. And I want to make love to you. Okay? Now, I want you. Yeah, I want you. You're a challenge to me. I want you. I love you. Maybe the next phase. I love being with you. I really enjoy your time. Blah, 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 blah. Okay? But when I leave you, I can go on with phone calls to my friends, other girls, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Okay? I'm in love with you. When you love hard and you love that strong, there should be not one thing that will come between you.
Agree.
Okay? That's when you make love and not just have sex. Okay? So the art of being with somebody that you're in love with, you shouldn't even be able to consider being with somebody else.
Correct. And it is possible that the people who cheat are not in love. They love. They are connected.
That's what I'm getting at. Okay. Yeah. That's what I'm getting at is that people, if you're going to be in a relationship, make sure you know what you're getting into.
Yeah.
If you feel the love, feel real love. If you're going to cheat, don't make any kind of a commitment until you really know, until you really feel that this is my person. You know, once a cheat, always a cheat. That's what PC Sega said, Chrissy, almost verbatim. Emotional maturity will fix that, right? It will happen again, especially if that other party allows it. You know? You're quiet.
I do not agree. I do not agree, and I'm not going to agree.
Wait. What part?
I do not agree with the fact that once a cheat, always a cheat. I think, again, I'm going to keep saying this. The majority of people, that is true. But I have known people who have, and again, very rare, but I have known people who, because of the cheat and because their spouse afforded them the grace and the forgiveness and the space to grow, that they did, and they never cheated again. They changed. They actually grew, and they loved their spouse more than they did before. They evolved. So,
I'll give you one hall pass. If it was a circumstance that brought these parties to cheat, and it was a quick cheat, it was not a elongated thing, whatever the case may be, fine. Now, my father always says you can't break up a good thing. So if it's that good of a thing, it better be strong, and it better never, ever, ever happen again.
But see, I didn't even say that. I didn't even say it was that good of a thing. I said that the person who cheated was so affected by the fact that their spouse gave them the space and the grace to grow, change, and show them that they loved them and that they would change, and that they did change. And over time, it was proven. It wasn't an easy thing. And it wasn't something that the other person just said, oh, yeah, I see you changed. No, it took my hat's off to the spouse who gave the cheater the chance, and it worked out. I mean,
So
and I'm saying it can happen. Does it happen often? No.
I have to break for a second and say, for some reason, the Facebook platform was navigating very differently. All the YouTube comments were also coming up on Facebook. So
Really?
Zuckerberg and YouTuber and all these people are coming together to do a lot of things. I don't know what's happening, but anyway,
That's weird.
Sue DePiro, Krista Davi, Coppers, Dana Napoli, Joni Sullivan, Annie Palumbo, Landolfi, Nancy Lagrasso, Lynn Richards. Thank you for listening. I hope you guys are still on. Please go to YouTube, the YouTube. No, go to YouTube. Look up Unfiltered Real Talk with Christine and Chris Anthony. Like it, follow it, and then you can be live with us and comment. Chrissy says she can never give a hall pass.
Chrissy obviously feels a certain way about this, and that is also very normal. Lots of people, as you get older, you've dealt with this and you have no tolerance at all, and that's what I'm hearing here. There is no tolerance for these shenanigans, and I get it.
Well,
I'm just trying to speak objectively. I'm trying to speak objectively and say not everybody is that way. And if you bother to look around, you probably will find someone, or maybe even a couple of people who who have dealt with this, who have overcome it and have come out better for it. I'm not saying that happens often. I'm not saying it was an easy road, but it happens. It happens.
It does happen. It does happen. People do get together. So I want to go back, and there's a couple comments. Johnny Bartholomew, he says Chris is a good example. I don't know what that means exactly. I think that was a compliment, but I'm not sure where that came in because I know John.
Chris is a good example of a cheater.
No, that's not what he means. No, I don't think that's what he means. But no, that's not what he means. I think I know what John means by that. But if you are listening, John, please message me or whatever. But Nancy says she was married for 25 years. They loved each other with no second thoughts. We loved hard, good times and bad times. God has a good guy, 13 years gone now. Never fell in love again. First of all, Nancy, very sorry for your loss. That's a horrible thing when you lose your loved one of 25 years, especially. And you know what, Nancy? To me, I want to tell you something. I've touched base on this before. You say you never fell in love again. I feel that is the most strongest statement a person can make. I know people, that their spouse passes on 6 months later, they're with someone else, or a year later, whatever. Me personally, I don't know if I could do that. We all need companionship, but have your friends for that. Have your family for that.
Yeah.
You need some physical touch, go get a massage. I don't know.
And again, everybody's different.
Everybody,
we can't shame people for what they want.
I'm not faulting anybody for that. I'm just commending Nancy for that extreme love that she feels in her heart for her past husband, and that's a beautiful thing. However, Nancy, at this point, 13 years later, I think you do need to open your heart to someone. Try it. I don't think your past husband, he didn't ask for this, so I think he would want you to be happy because of that love you had. So you guys will reunite again. So while you're here, my advice to you is try and find love, companionship. It doesn't have to be the love you had with your husband. It can be a different kind of love, which it's going to be anyway. Well, so my advice is...
And I dated 3 widowers. And what I came to learn is, and I think this is really good advice for somebody who's a widow or widower, 3 widowers. And what I came to learn is, and I think this is really good advice for somebody who's a widower. 3 widowers. And what I came to learn is, and I think this is really good advice for somebody who's a widow or widower. And what I came to learn is, and I think this is really good advice for somebody who's a widow or widower. 3 widowers. And what I came to learn is, and I think this is really good advice for somebody who's a widow or widower. 3 widowers. And what I came to learn is, and I think this is really good advice for somebody who's a widow or widower. 3 widowers. And what I came to learn is, and I think this is really good advice for somebody who's a widow or widower. 3 widowers. And what I came to learn is, and I think this is really good advice for somebody who's a widow or widower. 3 widowers. And what I came to learn is, and I think this is really good advice for somebody who's a widow or widower. 3 widowers. And what I c it may, especially if you do, everybody's different. And Nancy is the type that feels like, you know, that was it for her. That was it. She doesn't need anybody else. And as you said, I commend her for having such a deep love for her spouse. People like that, if they feel lonely and want to pursue something, but they just, feel wrong about it or whatever. I've found that they date each other, and there is none of that, I don't know, that jealousy or territorial stuff where you're like, oh, you don't love me as much as you loved your first spouse or whatever. There's none of that. When you date somebody who's also lost a spouse, you expect a certain, I don't know, it's almost like you're just commiserating your losses, and you're supporting each other every time you get sad or you miss them. You understand, and you're with somebody that understands.
Listen, I have friends of mine that are married. Okay. The man went through a divorce. The woman, her husband was deceased. Okay. They got together. I actually kind of helped put them together. And long story quick, they are very happy. Every year, I don't want to get too much detail, but every year, and all year long, but the woman has a tribute to her deceased husband because of certain things that he did. And her new lover, her new husband, they're married, but that's a weird circumstance because they have certain things they have to do, supports her and supports him and actually chimes in and commends him, her ex-husband. I think that's maturity. I think that's love for the person you're with, understanding of the circumstances, and there you better believe there'll be no cheating. Okay? So if you're getting into a relationship and you feel the need to cheat, get out.
Yeah. Yeah, you shouldn't be in that relationship.
Get out. Yeah. Cheating shows, as P. Sega says, shows the type of person you are and your standards. We've all made mistakes when we're younger. I get it. We've all maybe have done it. Maybe in some form. And I said, let that go. You're young, sowing your oats. But as an adult, be mature. Be mature.
It doesn't look good.
Okay? And
it doesn't look good.
At 8 o'clock now, I think everybody should go on to piccolinipins.com and buy some bracelets so they can help support our cause. You should also go on to beachbuddhacoffee.com and buy some coffee so they can support our cause. And go ahead.
I was just going to say, in relief, D, I totally agree with you. In a committed relationship, cheating is unacceptable, hands down. That is a personal choice. I'm not shaming anybody who wants to work on their marriage, even if cheating was involved. But I agree with you. In a relationship that I am in, just because I stayed for 9 years, I did not accept what he did, and it was unacceptable. And, I dealt with it in my way. I shouldn't be shamed for the way I dealt with it. And if to you it means it's unacceptable and I'm walking out the door or you're walking out, that's it. That is 100% right. That's the way you deal with it. Everybody is different. And I'm not sure what Chrissy was saying. She disagreed. If she's talking about whether you go on to have another relationship after your spouse passed, I agree. 100% personal decision. Nobody's decision but yours.
Absolutely. And what I meant, and as far as Nancy goes, Nancy, in closing, I'm going to say I commend you like I did before. I think that love that you have for your husband, God bless you. I'm here. God bless you, because I hope that I find someday a woman that'll have that much love for me. And you know what? With that being said, next week we're going to combine a couple of things, building a foundation and how much is too honest when building that foundation.
Okay.
We'll talk about that together, Christine.
All right, guys.
Christine,
all right. Hey,
your hair looks so vibrant.
Chrissy, Mike, you guys, thank you so much for all the comments and the participation. Chrissy, once again, you're like a rock star. You have all the stuff that you're saying. I love it. I love it.
Absolutely. Chrissy, you go, girl. And also, everybody, Nancy and Johnny and Kim and Marianne Cutapardo and Dee Marie and everybody that's logged on Facebook. Some of you made it to YouTube. Thank you. Don't forget, log on to YouTube. Unfiltered Real Talk with Christine and Chris Anthony.
All right, guys. See you next week.
See you in your streams. And you can replay this on all your streaming platforms. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Christine, let's give him a kiss. 1, 2, come on.